We out here.
All right, yeah. So yesterday I was talking with my friend about getting away with murder. How was your weekend, guys?
Okay. Anyways, we have the man, the myth, the legend. He's back and better than ever.
Repeat guest, baby. Andrew, welcome back. You wanna become a mainstay? You wanna stay here forever?
No.
No.
It's good to be back. I like this. It's fun.
What's good? What's happening in
It's a
your
good-
life, Andrew?
It's a good Sunday afternoon activity. Yeah, I didn't get away with murder this weekend, but I did help my dad clean out his garage.
Sweet, dude.
So found a bunch of
Interesting stuff.
interesting like antique sort of things. By antique I mean light bulbs from the 70s that are still in their packages that still say
Are they
General
LED
Electric or
are
whatever
they
on them.
LED lights?
What's up?
Are they LED lights?
From the 70s?
Yeah, LED lights from the 70s, yeah. No, I helped my dad clean out his garage, and it was just so much just bullshit inside. We cleaned it out, just there's nothing in there anymore. We threw most things out. We actually rented a dumpster, a 5-yard dumpster, and we filled it up with all the garbage and, bullshit he just had in there, so... It took all Saturday. It was quite exhausting. Like I broke my back doing it. It was
All right, and
was
now
bad.
you get
Oh, you
to...
poor thing.
Poor thing.
yeah, poor thing, right?
Now you get
Did
to...
you find anything genuinely interesting
No.
besides 70-year-old light bulbs?
That's pretty interesting, Pete. Not gonna lie.
I did find an unopened radio from I think like the 70s.
No.
It was
way.
like brand new, original packaging, not aged at all. I mean, I didn't try if it worked, but that's like the coolest thing I found.
Why not, bro?
I don't know. I didn't really care too much. Like I still have it. I kept it. I didn't throw that out. But it got me thinking how, I don't know if this is just America. It probably is for the most part America, but a lot of people just like accumulating things.
Hoarding.
Not hoarding. Well, I guess it could be hoarding, like a minor version of hoarding. But people just love to buy a lot of things and keep them. It's always just keep buying stuff and not necessarily taking care of the stuff you already have and keep using them. You either throw that stuff out or store it away. So that's what I kind of saw happen with my dad's garage. It's just the accumulation of things over the years that he just hasn't used in the past 2, 3, 5 years. And he keeps, or he did probably, kept making the excuse that, oh, I might use this someday, or I might... I might need this, or it just stays there and it takes up space, and it's exhausting to look at. Like when I first went into his garage, you couldn't walk anywhere but in the middle. It was just like a strip. It was kind of like a tiny strip, kind of like how they ask drunk drivers to walk in a straight line to see if they're sober or not.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you'd have to do to get through the garage.
Oh, okay.
That's how much stuff there was in the garage.
Sweet.
And it was just stressful to look at it and to be in there, and to think that people just like to accumulate stuff and keep stuff. It definitely puts stress on your mind or your head or whatnot.
Yeah, it's like those like feng shui gardens where it's like you need to organize everything to get the right spiritual energy. So all your garage was just a chaotic hellscape.
Pretty much everything's gone now.
Hold up.
except
What is feng shui? I actually don't know what that is. Do you know, like, I've heard it so many times.
I don't know
feel
either.
like
I
a million
think-
people know what that is, but I just don't.
I think what feng shui is, it's basically like you can like organize your house and like buy certain things and put things in certain places so that the aura of the room is positive and like gives you good vibes just because of how nice the room is put together. And if you don't do it, then you're surrounding yourself with negative vibes, which is not good.
Word.
I think I've learned about that actually when I took Chinese in middle school.
Chinese.
Yeah, they teach you about the culture, and the teacher would say, I think she was teaching, I don't know if it was feng shui, but she was teaching us how to arrange your room. And if your bed isn't facing your door, it's unlucky, because if someone were to attack your room, they
true.
would like kill you from behind while you're sleeping. So if you face the bed towards
true.
the door, you might have a chance of seeing them before they come and kill you.
Yeah.
It's strange.
Because of course.
And like it can't be next to the window because I don't know, someone could kill you from the window or something. So
Wait, you took Chinese in middle school?
yeah, I took Chinese. Started middle school till I think sophomore year in high school.
Did you speak Chinese?
What?
I learned nothing.
You learned nothing.
I cheated through the. I just copied off the. I was the only non-Chinese kid in the class.
No way.
Yeah, everyone else was Chinese. So
What else did you learn about besides feng shui? And where
about
to
Chinese
them?
culture.
What?
About Chinese culture. Like what else? Like what else did I learn in Chinese class?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I learned that the poor people in China, if they, if they're super poor and they don't have showers, they just wash their feet at night.
What?
Yeah. Like
No
if they can't
way.
afford water or if they don't even have a shower, like when the kids come from school at night, they wash their feet.
I mean, to make sure
Wow.
the floor is clean.
Yeah, to make
probably.
sure the floor is clean. Or
No, because like all the Asian households, like you take the shoes off before you like go inside. So probably something for that.
Chinese probably do that too. I know the Japanese do that a lot.
Japanese and Korean do that.
Oh, okay.
So probably Chinese.
So it's safe to assume the Chinese
I mean,
do it.
It's safe to assume.
Yeah. Also, you know how we take the SATs to get into college and whatever, or the ACTs?
Yeah, yeah.
They have
Yeah.
this super ultra mega test that they have to take, and
So
it's 10 times harder than the tests we have to take.
And you only get one shot. At
You
it.
only get like one shot, and apparently suicide rates spike
During that-
during that
Oh my
time or
gosh,
after that
bro.
time when they get their scores back. So
Understandable.
yeah, it's pretty.
Sheesh.
So
ridiculous.
basically, we've just confirmed with you everything that we spoke with our Chinese guest.
With your Chinese guest?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's good to know we're all on the same page.
Yeah, good. It's good. I'm up to date with my Chinese culture.
With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone and everything in between, welcome to the Stay Positive podcast.
Quite the introduction, yeah.
Wow,
7 minutes
has to be
in.
the longest intro we've ever had.
It's good. I think it's pretty good. First time for everything.
It's all right.
I'm feeling some good feng shui on this one.
It's
I
true.
don't know if that makes any sense at all, but I'll make it make sense.
All our feng shui enthusiasts, please download this episode and criticize us. We'd love to bring you on the show and organize my basement for positive vibes.
I love
Yeah,
it.
we should probably clean this place out too.
Have you heard of anything like on the new Borat movie?
Oh yeah, they made this what is it? The subsequent movie, or what was the name of the sequel?
I don't know.
It was like Borat.
Borat 2 gift of something monkey to Vice Premier Michael Pence. I don't know.
Oh really?
No, that's stupid. That's stupid. Even for Borat, that's
No,
stupid.
no. I shit you not. It's literally that's the name of the movie.
Okay.
To make benefit diminished nation of Kazakhstan. That's what it's called.
Mm.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's crazy.
Did you watch it? I didn't watch
The
it.
documentary.
It's a documentary.
Documentary.
Oh my god.
Bro, there's so much wrong with those movies, but they're just so funny.
I mean, racism is bad. But
No, they make a lot of messed up jokes. Sacha Baron Cohen, he's got no shame, bro. Like all the roles he's ever played in his movies.
are stereotypes, exaggerations,
Oh yeah, they are stereotypes times 1,000.
but
You-
they're funny.
Well, when he does these characters, he's a provocateur. He definitely tries to get a reaction out of the people he is interacting with or making fun of.
Yeah,
That's true.
He's trying to make you feel
So
something.
yeah, it's a dangerous way of doing comedy, but it
It gets attention.
pays off. No, it's great. Honestly, what that guy say? I think George Carlin said that comedy is where you find the line, you have to deliberately cross it. So I think
No,
Sasha
it's
can
true.
do that.
I'm gonna spoil a
Decently
little
well.
bit of it right now because I don't imagine you guys will watch it anytime soon. But
Okay,
there's a
spoiler
scene.
alert, audience. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, there's a scene where he's in public, kind of similar to like the first movie, and people saw him like dressed up, and they're like literally going up to him and taking pictures and like, oh my God, it's Borat. Very nice, yes, like all that stuff, and they're just like freaking out because they're like, why is this guy here? Whatever. And they actually filmed it during like quarantine as well.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so like there are parts of the movie that were filmed right before, and there are other parts that were filmed like just as we entered quarantine. And needless to say, they handled it relatively well.
Illegally. They
Illegally
filmed it illegally.
Exactly. In the U.S.
That's cool.
Nonetheless.
My friend sent me a clip from. I didn't see it. I watched the trailer and I thought it looked horrible. Like I knew it was gonna be bad. I mean, I don't know. That's what a bunch of people said.
I mean, did the original Borat look like it was?
No, it didn't. It was. I mean, there was some parts of the movie that were pretty cringy, of the original one. But it was funny.
It was new at the time.
It was new, yeah. I think his Ali G and some of the other Borat stuff he did were funnier, and not the actual movie, but the movie was great. But my friend sent me one of the jokes from the movie, and I thought it was like a 2-second joke that was, in my opinion, tastefully done. And
what was the joke?
So the movie is what? It's him and like his daughter.
It is.
His sister or his daughter, and I from the clip my friend sent me, the daughter says, "Oh, I downloaded Facebook, and I'm learning so many things, and I learned that our nation's greatest accomplishment, or our nation's greatest I think accomplishment was the Holocaust."
Dude, it's so messed up.
Because he's what? He's playing the Middle Eastern character or whatever, and then obviously he hates Jews, right?
Okay.
What was it? So she says, "Oh, our nation's greatest moment was a lie," and then she shows a Facebook post to Borat, Sacha Baron Cohen, Borat, yeah, saying, "Oh, the Holocaust, just as the Holocaust was a lie," and he looks at it and he's like, "Oh, no, why? How could this happen? How can they say this?
This is a tasteful joke."
No, because usually, yeah, I thought it was tasteful because. I mean, it's
making fun of like the Holocaust is a lie.
Yeah, because a lot of people
actually think that and they're crazy.
Yeah, and
Wait,
they're crazy.
you're joking? People actually think it's a lie?
They either think it or they are trying to convince you it because they probably support it.
Bro,
They either think it or they say that it was greatly exaggerated, like not 6 million died, maybe like way less
7,
than that.
probably.
Yeah, but what was it?
That's messed up.
The reason why I thought it was interesting because, yeah, a joke about the Holocaust denial would be that, it never happened, and they try to make it funny that way. But this was, it never happened. Oh my God, how can they say this? This is our country's greatest moment because they hate Jews, and that's when Jews were being killed. So that's why I thought it was funny. It was interesting. That's what I thought. I tell you, the transition between scenes, this one was much more of a story than the first one. Like, this one actually had a plot line, like an actual story that they followed. The next scene directly after that, you want me to spoil it for you?
Sure. You care?
Go ahead, yeah.
Basically, he That's actually so messed up. He goes to a synagogue dressed in like he dresses up like in a devil suit or something like that, and just like really outlandish costume, whatever. And he goes and meets 2 Jewish women, and like he's like very scared or whatever, and he like freaks out once they hug him or whatever. And it's just, yeah, that was like the scene directly after. And then funny enough, when one of them, we'll talk about this part like right after actually. But no, one of them told him, like, yeah, the Holocaust was real. He was like, yes! He freaks out. It's terrible.
Yeah. For people, assuming no one's left the podcast yet, for people unfamiliar, Borat is dark humor the right word?
How can you not know Borat? It's dark, offensive humor.
Okay, yeah. So
it is the most offensive type of humor.
Like he's a provocateur. He's trying to get something, a reaction out of.
Yeah. So if
people.
you're feeling offended, that was the intended reaction. Mm-hmm. So don't blame us. Blame him. He made it. Thank you.
It's funny though.
That's my
That
PSA.
humor is great.
No, I think the best part about these Borat movies is the fact that they're totally they're real. Like he goes out on the street and these reactions are like the people that are in these movies, save for like maybe 5 or 6 actual cast members, like they're all real.
Yeah.
Did he really kidnap someone in the first movie when he kidnapped his wife to be?
Oh,
Really?
Pamela Anderson? No. That she was part of the cast for that one.
Okay,
one.
are you sure?
But like, yeah. No, but in the first movie, you know how he went and sang his like fake national anthem in front of that whole rodeo crowd.
It wasn't. No. What he did was he sang the Kazakhstan national anthem to the American.
That's literally what I just
music.
said. Shut up, Alex.
You're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Kazakhstan is number one.
No, he sang it to the tune of the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and dude, that was completely
At the rodeo.
that was real. That crowd was real. Nobody was in on it. He literally went in there, sang it, and there were riots. Like people literally apparently people like came out with guns and stuff to try to hunt him down afterwards.
No way no, I don't believe
I think
that.
that's
No.
Pete, stop.
exaggerated. I'm sure they
I don't
sang the
remember
real
where I
national
read
anthem
it.
right after.
I
he did
no,
that.
I heard some crazy stuff that
well-
like they went and tried to find him afterwards, like, and hurt him.
Maybe they just wanted to shake his hand and say good job.
Those
No.
I mean those Southern people take pride in the country, so they get offended at that type of stuff. But I don't think
it's fair.
I don't think it'd be that crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he it's crazy to think that he does all this stuff without like telling people at all. Cuz like I said, like he was in the city dressed in his Borat clothes and everything, and people saw him and they were freaking out. They're like, "Why is this guy like here?" And they just started taking pictures of him and stuff.
Do these people actually think Borat is real?
No, it's just a character.
But do they
No,
know
it's
that?
a
That's the
character.
thing.
Well, that's the thing. Like a regular person who's not really into, they just watch the movie and they don't look at the actors, wherever they just know the movie.
They'll know Borat.
They might think but they don't know who Sacha Baron Cohen is. They'd be like, "Oh, it's Borat!" Like, whoa. But
Name of Borat.
that's the thing though. He does go out in person and he does go into like a I guess real crowd or real places without actors and tries to get a authentic reaction. Same thing, like this reminds me of Eric Andre.
Yeah.
You know, he does that crazy
Skits.
those crazy sticks where he rides a bicycle into a coffee shop and breaks through the the glass, and he tells everybody like, "Don't anyone order sushi or something." Everyone's like, "What the fuck is
Wait,
going
I've
on?"
actually never watched any of those.
You should. It's good stuff.
Do you know who he is at least?
I think so.
you've
He's got
definitely
a little. I just know who he is because of that one meme.
It's like, let me in.
Yeah.
No, I maybe might even be thinking of someone completely different. It's the one where he's facing the camera, then he turns back and like
Shoots.
points a gun at
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah,
and just,
yeah,
like,
that's
pretends
him.
to shoot someone,
Yeah.
and then like says a contradictory statement right after.
Yeah, exactly. What I think, or what I heard that Eric Andre would do is he would let the store owner, or say he wants to go to an art gallery and destroy like all the art that's in the art gallery. He would let the owner of the art gallery know, like, hey,
Can you put some fake art?
Can I do this? We'll give you money or we'll credit you or whatever. And so the owner says, yeah, sure, we'll let you do this. And then he would go into the art studio or the art gallery while there's real people observing the art, and he would just
Break
destroy
it.
it or trip over it or spill
No
coffee over it
way.
and start yelling and making stupid noises and stuff. So when you do this kind of humor where you try to get authentic reactions and go into real scenarios, I don't think it's always 100% authentic. I think, there's elements where, okay, listen, I'm going to go to your place, I'm going to do this.
No, you can't be like literal vandal. You have to
No.
like give some heads up. By the way, can I do this?
Mm-hmm. But with Borat, he just goes and fucks with people in public, as
He's-
opposed to Andre going to, I don't know, a private place.
He should make a YouTube channel and do social experiments or pranks.
Borat.
Yeah.
In a way, these are social
Yeah, that's what I'm
experiments,
saying.
yeah.
It's like this is essentially like all those social experiment videos where it's like, pretend to be a suicide bomber and
I-
get a reaction.
I go to the
Dude.
ghetto and pull people's pants down.
Borat,
That type of
Borat
stuff.
would totally be on brand to do something
Or-
like that.
So, by
Oh
the
my
way, I
gosh,
really
man.
don't like social experiments. So,
Really, why not?
because most of them, one, they're most of the time really fake. Like they just pay the people, so it's not
They
even
do,
real.
yeah. Hmm.
And two, assuming they're not, you're just inconveniencing people. Like Pete, if you were like walking in the street and like someone started harassing you, would for like a
I
reaction?
harass people socially.
No, that's basically what a social experiment is. It's just harassing you, but not calling it harassment.
Yeah, basically.
Would you like that?
No.
You know,
who
I
likes that?
I follow my code of treat others how you want to be treated, and I most certainly don't want to be harassed in the street and be recorded for no reason.
Well, if it's funny harassment, I think I wouldn't mind if someone
mean,
did it to me.
What?
But they're not funny.
What is
They're not
funny
funny.
harassment in your book, Andrew?
I don't know. When I was living in Manhattan, I got catcalled by gay people, and it was pretty funny.
I mean, that's not in public. That's just.
It was in public.
But they called you like.
No, I'd be walking to school, and one guy would be like, "Hey, Daddy, you want some dick?"
What?
I'd be like, no, thank you. No, thank you, please. But
Thank you.
but
I'm going to class.
Maybe later.
I have to go study finance.
yeah, you want to take a test for me, or? But, or you want to do my homework? It could be, I don't know, if
Yeah, but
someone's...
that's like a 2-second reaction, not like them like saying, "Hey, can I talk to you
Stop,
for a second?"
yeah, you want to sign this petition.
Yeah. It's like, what's it for? It's like killing turtles. It's like, what?
Killing turtle.
What?
No, I'm just thinking of something stupid because it's usually always something like stupid.
Yeah,
Or-
I feel
or it's
that.
like-
There's always
Or like this. It's like kissing a girl and getting their number. It's like.
Oh,
that's-
those are... I hate those videos.
Those are
those are stupid. I
Those
don't
are
like
100%
those. I mean,
fake,
Yeah.
and just if
They
they
are.
weren't, that would be a crime in my eyes.
well, dude, yeah, you can't just go and kiss a random person in public, bro.
Why
That's-
not?
What?
Well, no,
Have
if
you-
you talk to them and if they're really horny enough, maybe.
Yeah, but that's fake. That makes it fake.
Yeah, but that's
It's
totally
not-
different. You
Yeah.
actually have to talk to them, and like
It's
that's a
extremely-
conversation that should be had like over several minutes.
That's what I'm
whatever, but,
saying.
like,
It's like social experiments are either really fake or really just bad taste.
Really hard to
or
get, though.
most likely both. So that's my story about how I don't like social experiments.
those
anyway,
those suicide bomber social experiments are real.
no, I didn't. For those of you wondering, I didn't make that up. Like I didn't like think
No,
of that.
dude, there are videos all over YouTube of
I
people
know I've
doing
seen
that.
it, and I'm like, this is the stupidest thing in the world. And I know
Like
it's
an
fake.
empty backpack, just leave it there. I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? You
No.
can't make a joke about that. That's just way too far, man.
Yeah, and one of the comments I read like years ago was you can tell it's fake because the guy like dropped his backpack and he went back to like get it. like he basically dropped his stuff assuming the guy was a real suicide bomber and he went back like to the bomb to try and get his stuff. Like that's clearly he's faking it or he's really
Bro,
that
the fact
stupid.
the fact that people actually
Would die for their
I mean, look,
phones.
I'd say you got stones to actually like put your face next to something like that on the internet and like do that. I mean, kudos to
can
you. You have
really-
no shame, but definitely not kudos to you for being a horrible person.
Really destroy your career with that.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, it's literally awful, man.
There's this one
Makes me
channel.
sick.
This is one channel on YouTube where this guy has this old Mercedes from the 90s,
Yeah.
and the Mercedes has a V12 engine, and it's like one of the biggest, or it has the most
Really
cylinders. They're not all really powerful, but for the most part, if you have V12, it's going to be powerful, and usually they produce a lot of noise, or like a sweet noise. And this guy took this old Mercedes that is supposed to be a quiet car, very comfortable, luxury, quiet cruising car. He took this old car and he put a $12,000 exhaust on it.
Okay.
So now it sounds like a supercar.
Okay.
It sounds
Jeez.
like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or a McLaren going really fast. So he would show up to car shows and rev his engine really high, and it sounds like a supercar. But when you go to it, it's just
a piece of junk.
yeah, it's a shitbox. Yeah, it's like an old car from the '90s, and it's not, it's not what you think it would be. But I think harmless pranks or jokes like that are
that's
fun.
funny because that
Yeah, well, that's harmless. Exactly.
It is harmless, yeah.
No, but that's not like you going out of your way to like take up people's time. That's you like literally putting in effort to make a junk car sound really cool, and then it's like, hey guys, check out my car, and they're all laughing at you, and then you rev the engine up.
It's so loud though. He could be in a tunnel and it would deafen you how loud it is. So it probably annoys other people. Like, who the hell is that?
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
What car is that? I want that.
And then you see a car passing you by going 40 miles per hour, but it sounds like it's going 160.
Oh, what's the best prank you guys have ever pulled?
Prank?
You mean done?
Yeah, you pull a prank.
I tricked this guy into starting a podcast with me. That's pretty good. So that's pretty cool.
Wasted all of his time.
It's still working.
Also brought another guest. Wasted all his time and money. Precious time, money wasted. Making us look like a fool of ourselves.
Well, they don't know who we are.
No, but if they
Andrew,
really wanted to find out, they probably can.
No, they don't.
Andrew, vampire.
Yeah.
Also, for people that don't know, we call Andrew Vampire. It's just a nickname he's had for a really long time. So vampire.
Thanks to our tennis coach. Yeah.
Vampire. What's it called? What was the best prank you've ever pulled?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not really
A prankster.
I am, but it's not grand pranks that I would do. It'd be stupid stuff like going into the library in high school and playing, I don't know, like the music on the in the school library and leave the room. Or I'd go into the computer lab in the library and I'd play like 80s love songs like Careless Whisper, like George Michael stuff.
Yeah.
And I would leave.
Or you would take some little kids drink in the tennis camp and then be like, I didn't steal it.
Or I'd get fruit from the lunchroom and I'd get a banana and 2 apples and I'd shape them up into a penis and I'd leave them around in the library somewhere so someone will find them and I don't know, it'd be funny.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, there'd be like
but you were in high school, bro. Of course you pulled pranks like that.
Why? What did you do, Pete?
I actually like pulling pranks on my buddies. No, but freshman year, me and actually Ronak, we wanted to get at one of my friends because I got back from a match one day and my whole room was turned upside down. Like literally all my stuff was all over the place. And keep in mind that this was like after a loss, like we lost to the team we played, so I was already pissed off.
It was probably
so
your fault.
I walk into my room and everything's everywhere. Like clothes on my bed, like food on the floor, notebooks, like everything.
All right.
And then I freaked out for like a half hour. I got so pissed and talked to my friends and they're like, oh yeah, so this was just like we're starting a prank war. And I was like, you guys have no idea what's coming. You've literally dug yourself your own grave.
You've awoken the beast.
Yes. So anyways, me and Ronak, I had this dastardly idea of just taking my friend's mattress and putting it somewhere on campus. So we decided to take my friend's mattress and we walked through our building, we didn't walk out the front door. We had like a secret passageway that we used and we put it on the ice hockey rink of our school. Like smack dab in the middle.
Well, you put a mattress on the
mattress
ice
at like 12
rink?
a.m.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
What
are
up?
assholes. Wow.
That's the point of pranks for your friends, though.
No, I never done. Like a recent thing I've been doing is say I'd be going to go play tennis, or I'd go to I don't know anywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm just like in a good mood. I would honk at people walking, and I know that sounds stupid, but I do like a small little like beep honk, and then I'd look at them with a really angry, weird face, and I'd flip my arm up like, "What are you doing?" And they would just be walking their dog, or they'd be just walking and they're hanging out. But it's just really stupid. And I did this a lot when I had my mustache. So it looked way worse. It looked way scarier. I looked at them with such an angry face, especially because my eyebrows are stupid
I'm just imagining like some poor soul that's just
Yeah.
like walking their dog on the sidewalk doing nothing wrong, and then some Eastern European guy with a thick mustache is just honking at you. He's like, "What are you doing?"
No, but not an extensive honk, just a
No,
small
but like
beep.
you got their attention. They're looking at
Yeah.
you like, "What, man?" And it's like, wait, just the level of confusion and fear that would have come to them.
So it's just stupid little things like that. I guess you could call them pranks. That the simplest things bring the most joy. Like that makes me laugh so much. And when it's my friend introduced me into doing this. He started doing it, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I thought it was so funny, especially because I went to his neighborhood, and his neighborhood is full of Jewish people, and this was Saturday, so the Sabbath they can't drive cars, so they would walk. He would constantly honk at people, and they would look behind like, "What the hell's going on?" And he'd look at them like, "Yo, what are you doing? Why are you walking?" Yeah.
It's just so unnecessary.
No, it's completely unnecessary, but it's so funny.
Gets
It's
a laugh.
It's amazing.
And then all the Jewish people, they get in there when they have their cars, and you're walking. All of them honk at you.
We should invite Borat. I should invite Borat to do that. We should record it. I honk at the Jew. It's fun.
How much stuff
small
am I
things
gonna
like
have to
that.
cut from this episode?
You don't have to cut anything. They don't know who they're all.
I guess. Disclaimer: this is the question mark episode.
Stay
Yeah.
positive.
Positive. Stay positive.
Please. No, I feel this is but dark humor is honestly, I don't know. I feel like people that can't appreciate dark humor they can't empathize with people
I agree.
more
No.
that way. Cuz like if you're like so obnoxious and so like up here that you can't like appreciate like your own flaws and the flaws of other people and like what makes you guys special,
Yeah.
and dark humor exposes those flaws in like in a way that we can all feel like we empathize. At least that's how I
Also,
see
you're
it.
just not a cool person, and you suck. You're not.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
no,
that.
Like if you
you're
can't
not,
do that, I
'cause
just
those
don't-
people
that's not what I would say.
No.
But I would say
it
like
comes. I agree with what you were saying. Like they can't look at their flaws. They can't look at themselves. They can't have a laugh at,
themselves.
screwy things in their life or stupid things or awful things that happen in the world, and they're just so uptight about things, and they have to find something.
to be mad about.
Yeah, to be
That's
mad
someone
about.
else.
No, like the thing is, I've never met someone who appreciates dark humor, who was like a bad guy. Like,
Yeah.
No, because there's a difference between dark humor and being like a dick,
A
or being
literal
like
psychopath or no?
yeah, like an actual racist
sociopath.
or like prejudiced person. Like there's a big like you can instantly tell someone is just a clown versus someone being a harasser and like constantly like a friend of mine, he had a group of people when he was in college, and he had a black friend, and all the people in the group were like making very racist jokes towards him,
Sheesh.
and it was just like that it wasn't funny because like they were like saying stuff like "Where's your dad?" and really mean stuff like that.
Dude, what?
Yeah, and that's not
What do you mean-
that's
what do you
not
mean,
dark
dude, what?
humor. That's not dark humor. That's just you being a complete jerk. So I want our audience to know that's not what we're laughing at. We're laughing at actual humor.
There could be dark humor though.
Like yeah, but there has to be like context and like
Yeah, I'm not.
a reason to do that. Not just like you see your black friend and like, hey man, how's your dad? Is like something like that.
No, you're just being a dick. It could be funny if it's tastefully done. It could be.
If it's tastefully done,
It
and
could be- it could
also
be
it
done
doesn't
well.
help if you do it over and over again.
No,
Like, if you do
it
it like
doesn't, no.
once, it's like okay, ha ha ha. But if you like keep bringing it up, it's like
Every 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Where's your
that-
dad?
that's
Where's your
not
dad?
funny.
Where's your dad?
what?
What is
Yeah,
tastefully done mean?
That's annoying.
What when you say tastefully done, what do you mean?
Like relatively respectful.
Yeah,
Like don't.
Is that
no,
respectful
not respectful.
in any way though?
Funny, like because. Okay, maybe once like, oh, where's your dad? That could be like, ha.
if
it's
you're really
funny.
good friends
Yeah.
and he has a good sense of humor, not just
That could be like, ha, it's funny. But if you actually, I don't know, this back to the Borat joke about the Holocaust. If you do it in a clever sort of way that like I didn't expect that, or good thought into thinking, or a good thought into making me think that you're gonna just say this, but in reality you meant this, or I don't know, just done in a interesting
Clever
way.
way.
Yeah, you're saying the same message, but
but because you put so much effort
Yeah.
into it, it's not like as bad.
yeah.
I wanted to let my audience know that me, Alex, I never made a dark joke. I will take that road.
I've never been offensive in my entire life.
I mean, I've tried really hard not to. But I will admit that I have laughed at dark humor. I will admit this. But I
don't know, man. I don't feel guilty about it, but I definitely don't go out of. I mean, I don't go out of my way to hurt people. Like, why? I don't know. It's just I don't get it. Treat others the way you should be treated. That's what you said before, right? Like, I don't get why you would.
Yeah,
do
no,
that. Why would you?
That's another thing. It's like
insult person.
If someone doesn't appreciate it, that's perfectly fine. But like, you have to respect them in that sense. Like that's the thing, right? If you don't like dark humor and someone or your friend makes a dark joke, you should like be polite, but say, "Hey, come on, man! Don't make those kinds of jokes. I don't."
Yeah.
Like something like that. Something like, don't go up to them and be like, "What'd you just say to me?"
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like, okay, it's like cool. Like I'm just gonna do it more now because it's funny to see that reaction. That's how the internet treats it anyway.
Yeah, they cancel people.
Cancel the culture.
Eat them
Cancel
alive.
culture. So, are we gonna cancel Andrew after this episode? Then
We
What do
might
you mean?
have to.
You're all canceled.
We're all canceled. No, positivity never gets canceled. We'll live on forever.
heard that. That's a fact. That's positivity should never.
We will continue to grow and grow and grow.
Ay, ay, ay.
Only with me having on it.
It's true.
You will stay stagnant if you don't have me on.
It's true. I honest to God, if this episode gets like 1,000 downloads, like within the week, I'm just gonna be like, Pete, we need to like, we need to bring Andrew every week.
You gotta put a the way they put those clickbait titles on the prank videos. You gotta put like
stay positive, gone wrong, gone sexual.
College student, white male college student gets canceled on podcast while he's doing the podcast. Gets fired from his job. He gets expelled from school.
The patriarchy gets destroyed.
That
honestly would work, and I'm sad that it would work.
it'll get 1 million views.
It would.
And then yeah, it'll just get 1 million views.
We can do that on April Fools. We'll just make a clickbait title and be like, haha, April Fools.
I'd be down to bring Andrew back on April Fools.
And it's only Andrew, not us, and we just let him
Just
talk.
me doing the pod. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not averse to it completely right now.
Right.
Me looking around this basement it's stressing me out. I feel like I need to go through it and clean it.
Are you feeling the same way you feel in your dad's garage?
Yeah, no. I've learned to just analyze rooms. Like I went into my room, and I don't keep my room dirty, but sometimes if I do my laundry and I'm too lazy to put it back into the drawer or the closet, I just leave it on my bed, or not my bed, on my desk. And after I cleaned my dad's garage, I walked in to my room and I was like, oh my god, like, why is this here? I need to put it away. I need to put it out of sight. This needs to be clean. And that's what I've been doing with everywhere in my house, in my bathroom, when I walk into the kitchen, or even when I'm here in Alex's basement. Like it's just the need to just.
I mean, the only really unorganized part right now is all the microphone equipment that I like put on the black table. That's literally the only thing that's really like extremely unorganized.
Tennis rackets everywhere.
What do you mean everywhere?
Just tennis balls everywhere.
If that was the case,
The baskets of tennis balls.
I honestly cleaned. Like I cleaned the basement.
No, I'm kidding. It's just.
No. Like I know it's unorganized, but like I like clean and wash the floor like before you came here.
I'm not making fun of you for being like this. It's just.
It's not me. That's the thing. I want to emphasize. Like this.
It's not me. No.
It's true.
Not my
99% of this stuff is not mine. Like what?
Yeah,
you
of
think?
course,
You
yeah.
think these medical books are mine? You think I'm
No.
studying the human anatomy down here?
That's the thing. When you live with multiple people, like there's so much stuff in the house.
Yeah.
Vampire, I have a question for you, because me and Alex, we got into an interesting discussion about this. Are you the type of person that you have to keep all your stuff clean, or are you more of a controlled chaos? Like if all your stuff is very disorganized, you're better with that. Like you can find it in the chaos.
Yeah, I think both. Because
There's no both, genius. Just
listen,
literally
no,
one or
not
the
both.
other.
Okay,
Binary.
listen. I can work in controlled chaos, but I prefer it to be clean. and a little bit organized. It's just more convenient because controlled chaos, you're still stressed out looking for things. You're still stressed out with having just so many things cluttered up everywhere and not knowing, like, say you don't have a certain spot where you put your car keys or your house keys, right? You just leave them wherever. You are more likely to forget
Where you put it.
or lose them if you don't have a specific spot where you put those keys every single time you enter your house.
Yeah, and I was telling Pete, essentially my system is I have like 7 different designated spots. So, no, you're laughing, but you're laughing, but like that's the thing, right? If I did put something somewhere, I'm so I don't want to say organized, but I know myself so well that I'll be like, okay, where would I put it? And then I look at the spots in order, and then usually I'll find it. And the times when I don't find it, it's because someone moved it out of the way. So now it's like, well, now you put it somewhere. How am I disorganized if you... It's the same thing with paper. Like, here's my argument. So in college, I usually would have my paper, like, scattered everywhere. But I knew, like, where the important stuff was and where all, like, the junk and useless stuff was. So if you came into my room and you, like, tidied everything up, well, now I don't know where the important stuff is, so now I have to go through all of it. You know what I'm saying?
I see, yeah.
So that was my argument. It's like, yeah, it doesn't look organized, but I know where everything is. Pete?
I don't know, man. I can't live like that. Everything's got to be in tip-top shape.
All right.
I can't do it.
Except with the microphone equipment, apparently.
No. Okay, maybe yes. But in my defense, no, look.
I want to hear this.
I put it all in one corner of my closet, and it's not that I can't find some things. It's that I forget some things when we need to do recordings.
Fair enough.
Like, because all the other stuff is kind of all over the place, like the headphones and like the power adapters and everything. It's a lot to remember, man. All right.
Yeah, that's the problem. A lot to remember, right? I feel like the goal is to have
a box,
a suitcase of stuff where you could travel anywhere, and that's all you need.
I mean,
dude, I can't tell you how much I want to live a minimalist life later in life.
Why not
no,
now?
seriously, like
Why later?
I'm telling you, like one of my far off goals would be to literally just, if I'm successful enough, to just find a very, very low key just island and just live there and just, I don't know, wake up, go on a hike, drink some coconut milk or something. I don't know. It's like, this is a good life.
No fast car.
No fast cars.
No.
All right, maybe it's not. I don't know.
No tennis rackets.
I would just buy an abandoned airstrip and put it on the island and have a fast car.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Make your own racetrack. That's interesting because that's what they did after the war. in England.
They just started making racetracks.
No, after World War II, yeah, they took the airfields that they stopped using and they changed them into racetracks. No, it's
Wait,
genius.
actually?
Yeah, they made them into small racetracks. I think it's a great idea.
What's a famous racetrack that they've done that with?
I actually don't know, but it's probably
So how do you
there
know
probably
that
is
this
one.
is real? I don't know if I believe you, man.
Okay, I don't know. It's just a known thing.
All right.
It's I've heard it from people telling stories and stuff, and it makes sense. Like, what else are you gonna do with that stuff?
You're not using it.
No, you're not using it. Yeah, you defeated the big enemy.
Okay, so apparently Silverstone. Have you heard of Silverstone?
Yeah, I know Silverstone. Why? That used to be an airfield?
That one was actually
Yeah,
built on
okay,
an
then
airfield.
that's the one.
All right. Mystery solved, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, well, what kind of track is that though? Like, is it just a circle?
No, I think
It's like a complex track. It's not just a circle.
no circle. Only America has circle racetrack.
Circle racers.
That's NASCAR type stuff, or actually Indy cars. Not really.
Indy's also
A little bit.
primarily American because it comes from Indianapolis with the Indy 500.
Yeah, but it's a little more sophisticated. It is way more sophisticated.
It's still a circle, no?
It's
a bigger circle.
I never watched it. You see, the thing is, I know a little bit about this stuff, but I don't know super in depth.
Yeah. My friend really liked the F1 racing, and I asked him, what do you think of NASCAR? And he's like, that's stupid, because it's just a circle.
Yeah.
But all respect to NASCAR drivers, because it is really hard to stay focused for 500 laps in a row.
It is.
Dude, how do you... I don't even know how you can possibly just do the same thing.
High intensity.
High
Like
intensity.
you're not moving.
Yeah.
You literally are sitting and driving for what, 5 hours?
You are moving.
The car's moving.
No, the car's moving, but
Bro.
you're shifting, you're focusing, you're moving your feet. It's not like it's not like an actual traditional sport where you are sweating, you are
No, you're sweating.
exercise. Trust me, it is a workout.
A workout's a bit of a stretch, but yeah, most race car drivers aren't on the large side, so
No, but
I
they're
believe you.
they're in good shape. They're at least for F1, they have to take G forces in their neck. Their strongest muscles are their neck.
That's very impressive.
'Cause they don't want to.
They don't want to break their
yeah.
neck from the smallest.
They don't want to die.
It's true. I wouldn't want to die.
Jeez.
Jeez. Jeez.
Vampire. What?
Yeah. What's up?
I was gonna say, hit me with something, man.
Hit you with something?
You want to talk about credit cards?
Yeah, credit cards. Yeah, I was researching a little bit. It's funny. There's a whole community of people that what they do. I think it's called credit card scalping, where they get new credit cards and accumulate these points to travel for free. So say you'd get this new card, and if you get it and spend this much money within the first couple months, you get a bunch of points back, and those points can be transferred into real money. So you get 20,000 points from getting a credit card and spending whatever money you get those points. That's like $200.
Yeah. Oh,
So
so,
if you-
every time you start a credit card, you can have points.
Yeah, if you keep getting new credit cards, or if you keep spending money, like you ever heard of cash back? Oh, you get this many points cash
Yeah.
back. You keep getting points for that. But
But you need to buy stuff when you do that.
you do, but when the way people game the system is they either say I invite you guys to get the same credit card I have. Because I invited you, I get points for inviting you to the
So you get more points because you brought other people.
about other people. But also if I get a new credit card, they have they incentivize, I don't know, spending, and they give you points
Okay.
to because you're such a good spender or whatever. So you're getting money back. I mean, say you spend $5,000 a month usually.
Yeah.
On basics like groceries, which is a lot. Groceries, gas, insurance, I don't know what else. Tennis lessons, whatever, a bunch of things. And you look at this card, this American Express or Chase card, and you said, oh, for $5,000 in the first 3 months, $5,000 in the first 3 months, I already do that. Why can't I just get these free credits? And it'd be like 80,000 credits for $5,000 in the first 3 months. So I'd get that. It's basically getting free money. I open this credit card and I get 80 grand. Or not 80 grand, 80,000 points.
Yeah. I was going to say 80 grand.
Towards, yeah,
nice.
that'd be crazy, right? Towards travel credit. And there's a whole community of people, I guess, gaming this system and trying to maximize the amount of free travel and free points you can get.
Yeah, I read somewhere, I'm not going to say which rent-a-car it is, but there's like a rent-a-car system where it's like if you rent a car and you get like points for it, right? And some guy, he would like rent a car in one airport and he would drive 5 hours to another airport and drop it off and then rent a car back from that airport and go back. And he would just keep doing that back and forth until he accumulated points to be able to like go on free first class flights. No,
way.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
That's just a waste of time.
Yeah, but it's like unlimited flights.
I know, but how many hours is he spending on driving?
Like only like 2 hours.
Wow.
And if you have the time and the willingness to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're a nerd.
To get free flights.
Yeah, if you're a nerd like that. I mean, you could be doing better things with your time. Like you can be, I don't know, learning a skill instead of driving a car that makes you $100 or like $50 an hour. Like teaching tennis. You're better off doing that instead of driving mindlessly.
I mean, what if you rented a car and then you used it as like an Uber for like a few hours and then you bring it back? It's a win-win. You're making money and points for the flight.
I don't know.
Dude, I was actually thinking that exact same thing, but I don't know if that's possible.
That
Be
probably
illegal.
has been tried before, and it probably is extremely difficult to do and not worth your time.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, there's just no way that's legal, dude.
Well, you don't know. Uber makes up their own rules.
I mean, you could buy a really, really cheap car, and you'd probably be better off doing that than renting a car, because how much money are you gonna spend on renting a car and then doing Uber? Because you don't even make that much money
You make
doing
decent
Uber.
money.
You make decent money, but what if you rent a car and it's like $30 a day and you could only make what? I mean, what the average Uber ride's like what, $10-15?
Yeah, something like that.
But how much does Uber take up? What percentage?
I don't know. Pete, how much does Uber take? 1%?
Great question.
I don't know, but
Great
when you add up gas, tax, and
I mean,
what they take, it's
you're
not
gonna
a
be
lot.
spending all that anyway if you had your own car.
That's another thing. Cars cost a lot of money.
If I wanted, what's a cheap car to get?
I don't know, like any Honda,
So like, what's the
a
cheapest?
used Honda,
A used Honda.
and most things that are used. That's
Alright.
the best. A used Honda Toyota.
How damaging is a used Honda, or how likely is a used car going to get broken, or a part is
Depends
gonna
who owned it. If someone who maintained it well, I
feel like most people don't maintain their cars.
Yeah, that's the problem. You have to really like know the person you're buying it from. It does matter if the person drives it like an idiot. You know, if they go
Like
crazy
you?
all the time. Yes, like me. But at least I maintain it properly and
Alright.
well. Because when I drive it, I don't want it to break down.
All right, so the word is that Uber takes 25% of the fare, as well as there's
Whoa.
like a flat rate rider fee for every single ride.
That
And
the,
yeah,
What is the flat rate rider fee? What is that?
I think it's 165.
So they take $1.65 plus a percentage.
So
of how
so
much
they take a lot.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
not
it's a
worth
lot.
it.
I mean, if you're not educated
And you're unskilled, yeah.
and you have a car and a license, and even those two are relatively optional, why not?
I guess, yeah. The best course of action probably getting like a
Like an
used car
actual-
and then doing it. Like I don't think it'd be worth renting a car and
Or even if you can't find work, because let's look at it realistically right now. A lot of people are struggling to find work because it's not like we're in a booming economic period.
No, my friend.
And so, what's the easiest way? What's the easiest way to go and make money? It's literally that.
yeah.
Yeah, my friend, he's down in one of the southern states. He does Grubhub, which apparently
yeah.
is really, really well paying compared to Uber Eats.
Really.
Yeah, and I think the reason he told me why it's well paying is because it was like compared to Uber Eats, it was like more of a startup relative like at the time, and they were more desperate to like get people to like start using it, so they just made like the prices a lot better. So
Interesting.
boom boom, and he's able to make rent. He's able to like live his life and do all that just with Uber Eats. So
Wow.
that's not Uber Eats, with Grubhub. And I'm just like, why am I wasting my time studying programming? I could just be driving.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
but
Grubhub's actually relatively far along, though. To be fair.
No, yeah, it's come a long way, but I'm just saying like that's why like it pays better apparently compared to Uber Eats.
I guess if you had to be a food delivery person, you would do Grubhub then. I don't know.
Yeah, but imagine doing that for the rest of your life.
That's the problem.
I can't.
This is more like a temporary thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
If I ever wanted to do this would be a means to an end, to like pay my way through like school, or
Yeah.
like to buy a nice computer to start like making stuff. Other than my
Nice computers.
yeah, I mean my 6. Oh yeah, you still need to teach me how to like build a computer, because I want to do that by the end of this year.
Who, me, Pete?
Why would you ask vampires?
Because
advice.
he built a computer on his own.
No
Or
way.
Or he got
Did you
his
actually?
friend to do it.
No, not on my own. No, my friend who is a Pakistani programmer who's really good. I was like, yeah, man, I need a computer. He had his own computer, and he told me, okay, I'll get the part list. What's your budget? This is my budget. $1,000. It could be anything. It could be $5,000-$7,000. He goes on whatever Micro Center, gets all the parts, and he's like, okay, are you okay with this? And I'm like, okay, yeah, it looks good. Can it run this game? Can it do this? Can I watch cool
Netflix.
Yeah. And we go to Micro Center, we get the parts out, and he shows me how to put it together. He tells me, okay, this is how you open this. Now you try it, and I tried. This is how you do this. Blah blah blah. It wasn't that bad. It's not super difficult. So we can definitely do
How
it.
is your computer?
It runs amazingly.
Amazingly.
I mean, it would probably run this
Okay.
program you
yeah,
have for this really well.
Shut up.
Sit on this laptop.
My 6-year-old laptop.
Yeah, I don't know. Desktops are usually, I mean, most people like laptops because they're mobile, but desktops.
No, I want a desktop
Yeah.
because for laptop, there's no like all the intense work I'm ever going to be doing is going to be at home. I'm not going to go to Starbucks and like write my novella. I'm going to like program
Write my novella.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in my room like doing something like very rendering heavy, like 3D printing or something. That requires
3D print. You're
3D
gonna 3D
printing.
print with your desktop. Okay.
What do you mean? That's how it's done, Pete.
Well, yeah, you get the program to design things, and then you.
I
you
know,
need a
but I'm
printer,
okay.
Yeah,
I'm questioning what you're
That's
gonna
the-
3D print.
I mean, I could like anything.
You could 3D print a
You know what I'll do?
a new computer.
A new computer. That would be.
Yeah, if you had to 3D print anything, what would it be?
Honestly, that's a pretty amazing idea. Like, if I had a computer that was really good and was starting to get old, I'd just start 3D printing like new replacement parts and
Yeah,
just.
but you couldn't do anything that's like hardware that has chips in them. You could I think you could only like if you were to 3D print, you'd probably 3D print like the case maybe.
I mean, yeah, those are like really basic. But if
Or
I
maybe
get,
a
like,
fan.
the $1 trillion 3D printer at like NASA, I'm sure they could do a thing or two.
That's a 3D printer. The space shuttle's made from the Elon Musk 3D printed this space shuttle by himself.
I mean, I remember there was there was like a business for like 3D printing guns. Like not guns, but
Yeah.
gun parts.
Yeah,
and
that-
then you just put it together.
Totally believable, yeah.
And I'm just like, well, if a computer is just a bunch of parts, I could do that too. Minus, the chips, because those are really intricate. But like everything else,
I don't know how that would work. You could definitely 3D print car parts.
I'll just 3D print 3 human-sized scaled like dolls or mannequins, and I'll just, instead of a face reveal, we'll just put those in the. For our first like actual video, we're going to just put those.
We'll paint them.
We'll paint them with our faces, buy a wig, put our clothes on it, and boom, face reveal.
I don't know. You could really 3D print with any material. I always thought that you could only use plastics or
You
just
could.
like
I thought
like
so too.
nylon or those like acrylic type, not acrylic. What's it called? Like it kind of looks like plastic, but it's not exactly plastic. I can't think of the names of these materials, but they're very similar to plastics. So I always thought you can only use those, but you could use like steel, titanium.
Yeah, you just need a
even
strong
wax.
enough. You need a strong enough
Yeah, like-
machine. Usually, the cheap ones will only do plastic.
Like an
But
industrial grade.
yeah, I'm not going to
3D
spend
printer.
$1 million on a 3D printer, unless Pete comes up with like the next fidget spinner idea. In which case, we'll get it into business.
I mean,
No.
It could happen.
One of my family friends is the makeup artist on SNL, and he uses a 3D printer for some of the costumes and some of the makeup stuff he does on the show.
Okay.
So it could be used for a variety of things. It's really interesting when I heard that he said that he uses a 3D printer for some of the stuff. It's like, wow, I did not know that was.
wait, what kind of stuff did they 3D print for those costumes?
I didn't really I honestly didn't ask. I was kind of just amazed that he used it, didn't say anything or ask anything else. But I think if you were to do, I don't know, let's say, you ever see I think the first Star Wars episode where you have those band members in that one bar and they're playing weird music, look like aliens.
Yeah.
I think he did one of those for. I think he
3D printed an entire band.
I don't think he did, but I think he 3D printed parts of the mask. Like he 3D
okay.
printed parts of the mask. So I think that's one of the masks that he did.
Oh, okay. So you can 3D print clothes.
Pieces, clothes probably, but say he'd want to do like black eyeballs
Yeah.
for a mask.
Yeah.
He'd, I guess 3D print that.
All right.
So
Cool.
yeah, it's cool stuff.
So I'll join the makeup
The
industry.
makeup industry. It's it's a different kind of makeup though. It's intense makeup.
What is that? What did you say? Family, friend, cousin?
So, I don't know. We just say we're
Some
family.
Whatever.
Like,
What
yeah.
what exactly do they do? Do they actually like do the makeup and everything?
Yeah, they
Like-
do. All the wigs and stuff you see on SNL and like the makeup that they're done during the skits, he does that with the team.
That is crazy.
It's cool, right?
So he's met like all these actors and actresses.
Yeah, he
before,
does
right?
movies and stuff too, and I talked to him about it. He says, this guy's cool. This guy's, a bit of a dick. But
Who's his favorite person?
who's his favorite person?
Yeah, that he's, I guess, ever done the makeup for.
You probably didn't ask him that.
No, I didn't ask him that. I kind of just would say, how are these people that he works with? Like, how is Pete Davidson to work with? And you would say, he's a little bit, he's cool, or he's like, he's a little like that. He I don't know. He wouldn't really say talk bad about people.
To be fair, yeah, it is kind of his job to like.
No, his job
he
is
can't really talk bad about you.
No. But obviously, you can't like everybody. But he's I don't know. He's worked with some interesting people. I can't really talk for him about how he feels about other people and whatever. But he loves his job, so that's
all that
a
matters.
dope job, dude. I guess working like on any of those like really those like famous kind of
showbiz.
Shows or networks or whatever,
working
like
in
working
showbiz.
on like a Jimmy Fallon show, for instance. That must be so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Is it though? That's just a host show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like it can
Yeah,
be fun.
but-
He told me it's really exhausting though. Like he works a lot of hours.
Oh, for sure. He must be working like a dog,
And yeah,
dude.
it's
Of course, to get them ready for all those skits that they have to do. Of course.
And even between the skits, he has to apply makeup. It's a lot of work, but
He's passionate.
yeah, he's passionate. He definitely tells me, I feel satisfied. Like this was good. This was worth it. Whatever. He enjoys it.
All right, that's all that matters. Sounds like he's staying positive.
Yeah.
Dude, exactly. There we go. This is nice.
Is SNL? It's on TV still.
Yeah. It's not that great in recent years, but
Yeah, nothing is great in recent years.
there's a few when they get a good guest. Nothing's great. When they get a good guest, it's fun.
Yeah.
I haven't watched SNL in years. To
Yeah,
be honest.
that-
I don't watch TV anymore because cable TV is dead.
I mean,
Well-
is TV good anymore?
Not really. I don't watch TV either.
TV is literally
no one watches TV anymore.
Most things are on YouTube.
it's
Yeah.
true. And anything
It's true.
that's
Or
not
if you need to
sucks.
stream something, yeah, you just go to a sports network stream or just find a stream.
Yeah, that's the
online
thing.
somewhere.
When we try to watch like tennis and stuff, I'd probably watch it on TV or F1 or MotoGP. It'd be on TV, but you can find it on the internet.
Yeah, you can find a streaming service.
Totally.
Like, is streaming less expensive than cable?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
like, they're all separate. So, won't I just be like buying, just like cable, how you buy specific bundles? Now, wouldn't I just be buying a bunch of streaming services?
Yes. So, in reality, it's become a lot more individualized to the specific channels and networks that you really care about. It's like, remember, with cable, you would pay, like, for a bundle of networks. Like, you would buy, like, a basic plan. They'd give you, like, the CNN, ESPN,
And choose your
CBS,
channels.
NBC, all that bullshit. And now, if you really, like, if you only, like, watch ESPN and ABC, you will buy this, you will, like, subscribe to the streaming for them. And that's about it.
Which one is the cooking channel on?
The cooking channel.
Pete, don't lie. If
The
you've ever seen the cooking channel, it's awesome.
Gordon Ramsay.
Okay,
Gordon,
let me.
yeah,
Gordon Ramsay's he's
he's
hilarious.
pretty good at
No,
cooking.
I
The
actually
fucking
feel
lamb
like
sauce.
cooking is a sick skill to have. Cooking like is one of the best. I don't know. I enjoy cooking
You stupid
a lot, but
fucking cunt.
also,
No, he didn't
dude,
say
it's
that,
a dope
did he?
skill to
Oh,
have.
totally. Of course he did. Yeah.
Gordon,
What?
Gordon Ramsay he's intense.
He's
Dude,
great. No, he's
Ramsay.
great though.
Yeah, he's good at cooking.
He's
Well,
good.
dude, if you're that good at cooking, if you're like on a million shows every month, like of course.
Yeah. You just said cooking is a vital skill. It's a good skill. Yeah, because we need to eat, Pete. It's one of the fundamental things about being alive.
You also save money too by cooking, not eating out all the time.
Is that true? You save a
Dude, of course.
Do you save a lot of money? Well,
Yes.
I mean,
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know.
it depends. Like, yeah, obviously, if you're like going to like a 5-star steakhouse
Mhm.
every night, then yeah, you're gonna be saving money. But like, if you're just eating like some pasta or something,
I guess if you want good ingredients, you're gonna be spending a good amount. Like I've been eating a lot of, not recently, but in the summer I'd grill a lot and I'd eat steak. And
but not every day.
no, but
A
every
lot.
weekend I try to eat like 1 or 2 steaks.
Okay.
And I'd go to the butcher, and I try to go to a good butcher because obviously if I'm gonna spend some money, I want it to taste good. It'd be like $30 a pound,
All right.
and the steak could be 2 pounds. It's $60 right there. It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
But the steak would be fat. It would be like 2 inches or 1.5 inches.
But that's just one meal or two meals. Or
Well, if say if you and I were gonna eat a steak,
Yeah.
I'd just get one of those and we're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pete, what's your favorite food?
What's my favorite
Or
food?
what's your favorite food to cook, since you're a professional chef now in your own room?
Ooh, that's a toughie. That's a real toughie, man.
Just
I don't know.
the other day you were cooking tacos. How was that?
It was good. I actually really like making fried rice.
Fried rice. Isn't that like really easy to make? You just put some rice and fry it?
No, dude, no. Fried rice is like not my favorite thing to cook. I like cooking
Bowl of
I like
cereal?
cooking with steak. What?
Bowl of cereal?
Bowl of cereal is honestly it's pretty skillful.
It is.
I like salmon. I like salmon a lot.
Salmon's good.
What's so special about salmon? Everyone's talking about salmon. I hate fish. What is so special about salmon?
Salmon is it's bears eat it.
Oh,
They only come
Okay.
from Alaska.
that's not real? They only come from Alaska?
Only Alaska and I think like
Norway?
or like Northern European, maybe like Iceland or something. But I
Dude,
usually
what are you saying? You could farm salmon.
yeah, but the natural good one, the one that doesn't have mercury and poison inside of it, and that isn't genetically modified by a corporation, is going to be from Alaska.
You asked
It's
me.
all the corpse, man. Stop being sheep. Stop eating your mercury.
Stop being
salmon.
sheep and start being
I love
a bear.
I love fish, dude. I love fish. I like steak a lot.
Sam, dude.
I told you how I was vegetarian for a minute, but
yeah, but that is a horrible way of living, and
no, to be fair, I actually could do it, but it's just I if I want to actually like be in good shape, I don't think I would be able to work out and like
you
make
gotta eat a lot
actual
of
gains.
you gotta eat a lot of protein if you want
to
to.
compensate.
No, like in general.
Oh,
But-
to be
but-
like
but
a
yeah-
human being
But yeah, to be
alive.
well, like you said, to compensate, you don't get enough protein when you're a vegetarian or like a vegan.
Vegans don't get anything, and that's why no one
Vegan-
likes them.
Yeah, vegans are
Nah.
no.
They are
Listen-
made fun of a lot, to be fair.
Listen, if you're a vegan, I respect your decision, so you should respect mine.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty honorable. They really like sacrifice themselves for no reason. So
No reason.
I mean, the thing is, it's like a wolf or a bear. They're eating animals, and they're doing it a lot more viciously than I am. So, if they are doing it, so can I, because that's just nature.
yeah, but we're not
Hey, man.
hunting them.
I mean, would that be better if I went out
Hunt
and
them.
found a cow and just like stab them repeatedly?
Mauled it to death. I mean, to be fair, that is kind of what you're doing anyway.
I don't know. You watch a lot of those videos where they mistreat the cows.
Yeah,
and
no,
that's
those,
sad.
Those I'm very much against. I
Yeah.
saw that video. So in that respect, I think treating Pete, stop spinning your thing. Thank you. Pete, we're on speakerphone. We can hear that.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't like treating the animals that I'm going to eat poorly, because that's just not nice.
No, they got. I mean, obviously you're gonna.
I
kill
think that's
them.
what organic meat is when you just treat the animals like normal.
No.
No, when you don't like
What?
force feed them, because you know
Oh yeah. Okay.
when you don't like I one of the things is for cows, they like put them in a room with like special lights that make them think it's daytime, and when a cow thinks it's daytime, they think it's eating time, so they just force it to eat special
Jesus
foods consistently
That's
to get
so
it fat.
screwy.
And organic, I think, means they don't do that. They just let
They
it
just
eat grass.
they
and-
live a regular life.
yeah, they live a regular cow life, and then until they're ready.
Yeah, and it also has to do with all like the pesticides or fertilizers or GMOs, things that are used.
I need to look
Like
into
there's
that.
there are certain guidelines like for organic food.
Yeah,
Technically,
I need to look
and if
into
it falls
that.
within those guidelines.
So many
then,
things
yeah.
that need to be looked into.
No, yeah, because I keep like I've read a few things, and I'm not sure if GMOs, genetically modified O's, I don't know what the O stands for.
Organisms,
Organisms.
genetically modified O's.
I don't know
Clown.
if that's a bad thing or because
It
I was
is a bad thing.
But I read it for crops. I don't know if animals are different, but like for crops, essentially all they're doing is they're just breeding the like plants so that they are like immune to insects, so that they grow faster and get bigger. So as far as for plants are concerned, I'm missing the part where it's a bad thing based on what I was reading. I don't know.
Imagine.
Because it's not like they're.
Imagine two like a brother and sister having kids. Like that's what it is.
Yeah, but like
the kids
they're
are
plants.
screwed up.
The plants.
I know. I don't know.
I don't think plants operate in the same thing.
Bottom line, it's not natural. I feel like natural is the way to go.
The argument.
Save the bees, people. Save the bees.
What?
Save the bees.
Save the bees.
What does that mean?
They're being.
You don't know. You don't know what bees like. Bees are important, man.
Okay.
Bees cause pollination.
Okay.
They make honey too.
What?
They make the honey. We make the money. This is from the bee movie where like these beekeepers
Yeah,
are
no,
they're
I
talking.
know what you're referencing.
But he says it in such a what was it, like a nefarious way, like they make the honey, we make the money.
Imitating Scarface. Oh yeah. That's such a bad movie.
What bee movie?
Yeah.
It's very memed movie.
So corn, guys, am I right? Haha.
No, you're stupid. No. Wait, no. So Andrew, my last question to you, bro.
What's up?
Are you gonna become one of those credit card
Scalpers?
Those credit card scalpers?
No, it takes a little too much
Effort.
No, really, like I don't think the reward. I mean, I guess free travel is nice. I'll definitely be like closely following it because why not get free points if I'm already spending the money? And and credit is such an important thing in America and almost like only America. Like I don't think anyone else. Our parents are immigrants and they had no idea what credit was when they came in this country. They kind of had to learn it, or they didn't learn it and they don't really care about it still. But in this country, if you have good credit, you could get far. You can, get loans. Yeah, you can get loans. You can get, loans for a car. You can do a lot of cool things. And even if you have, or not even if you have, you can even get good credit cards. Like American Express is considered as very luxurious or very prestigious. If you have certain types of credit cards that they offer, you can go into cool like airport lounges where they give you free food or like cocktails. I'm being dead serious.
No, I know you're right.
You were looked
at because I've seen ads for this all.
Yeah,
over
I know,
the place.
but
So
you
just
look
wanna
like a
go into those
baller.
airport lounges and drink martinis with a bunch of other businessmen.
Yeah, you look
Is
like a
that it?
baller. It gets you into. You go to like special events that they offer. It's interesting. There's this one card American Express offers that if you as a business spend, it's called the Black Card, like the Centurion, I think. If you spend as a business around, I think either a quarter or $500,000 a year, they invite you to this card, and I think the annual fee is, or the initiation fee is $10,000, and the annual fee is another $5,000. But
what do you get?
You get
Be with the cool people.
You be with the cool people, but you also get crazy spending. I think there's other benefits. I don't know. There's a lot of documentation on this
Okay.
on this kind
Centurion
of stuff.
American?
Yeah, Centurion, I think that's what it's called.
American Express.
And yeah, but having a good credit and a good credit card and all this stuff and knowing a lot about personal finance can get you really far. So yeah, I guess I will be closely following it, but I wouldn't be obsessed with it. Like that's not going to be my hobby. It's not going to be the only thing I do, because there's a lot of people that's the only thing they do, and the only thing they're obsessed about is free travel and how can I get a couple $100 for free.
Okay.
Well, as Borat would say,
what's up?
Great success.
Yeah, great success. Yeah.
I wanna say a few things because I keep getting distracted. So, referencing episode 20, please gamble responsibly. Referencing episode 21, don't be a bully, and we don't condone bullying, and we don't condone gambling.
Funny bullying is
No,
good.
character building is fine.
Character building in
funny
things
funny
are
character
good.
building.
Yeah, funny character building is fine. Actual malicious bullying is not. And for this episode, I would like to end by saying, give Borat a chance. Credit is important. Please maintain your vehicles. Do your research on genetically modified foods. Salmon sucks. And
Farmed salmon sucks.
foreign salmon sucks.
Farmed.
Salmon. Oh, sorry. Farmed salmon sucks. Foreign salmon is good. And one last thing, Andrew. What is that?
Stay positive.
Yes.
No, what was the last thing you
That
wanted?
was
that was the last thing? Oh, wow, okay. All right.
All right, everyone. Stay positive. Have a wonderful week.
Thanks for having me. Take care.
Take care. Andrew will be back soon. All right. See you guys.